Oh, I'm recording already. I'm here in the parking lot of a library, and I just wanted to find a nice place to go and say thank you to everyone who contributed. I can't quite figure out the best angle to my GoFundMe campaign to go to the FirstGen intensive in LA. I think it was at St. Mary and Joseph's. It was a beautiful location, and it meant a lot to me. So here I am at the Richard B. Harrison Branch Library in Raleigh. And behind me is a library. I like going to libraries and coffee shops to do work and think. So yeah, it was super meaningful and super important to me. I did my pre-assessment, which went really, really well. I was really happy with how it went. It was a big experience for me. It was a spiritual experience for me, which really started with my portfolio. I don't know if there's going to be too much noise from all the cars passing by in this much busier road than I realized. So it really started with my portfolio that I did for my pre-assessment. I really went with what was alive in me. I'm going to publish this on my GitHub page. So anyone who wants to take a look at it, you're welcome to. I got some really interesting comments back from my accompanier, my assessor, Sylvia Haskvitz of the CAF program. I'm not going to share those because she didn't. I would want to ask permissions for her to use her comments. So I'm just going to publish just my piece and not her reflection on it, which was really connecting for me. The retreat, it meant so much to me because I had just an amazing experience. I came in with a sense of peace, which I've never had happen to me before. I've been to several IITs at least, international intensives, different types of intensives for NVC, and I've never gone in with a sense of peace and then left with a sense of peace. And in the middle, there was a lot of turmoil for me, and that was what was really amazing to have that sense of peace at the beginning, and then leaving with a sense of peace and having all this turmoil and challenge and beauty in between. And I also entered with a little bit of physical pain and was about to leave with some physical pain, but had a really interesting experience where I empathized with my lower back. I literally talked to my lower back and empathized with it, and empathized with my body, and the pain just went away. My body just wanted recognition for how it pulled me through the week, because I didn't really pay as much attention to my body as I needed to, as I normally do, except for the food was really healthy and good. But in terms of other aspects of taking care of my body and exercising, I didn't. So that was a piece for me. I'll just mention two major kind of high points for me. One was, and they're really connected, one was I was offered the opportunity to do a remembering. And a remembering is when we share like a poem or a song or a Marshall Rosenberg quote, and then reflect on what it means for us. And so I said, yeah, I'll do that. And I originally was going to do a Rumi poem because Rumi is very easy to do. It's very easy to connect several Rumi poems with NVC and the spirit of the NVC. My favorite is The Guest House. A more popular one is the one about being out in the field beyond right and wrong. And I thought, well, give myself a break. I can do something that's easy. Why not do something that's easy? That sounds fun. It'll make it the week easier. But what ended up happening was, and I won't go into the whole story, was I realized I couldn't do it. My spirit wouldn't let me do it. And I had my remembering was Thursday morning, and I woke up 3 a.m. on Thursday morning, and I had this download. It felt like a spiritual download. I was inspired with different ideas. I was touched. I had different mornings that came up for me. I was crying. I was sighing. I was sobbing. I was making some notes on my iPad, just really, really short things, not very extensive. A couple of ideas, and from that I realized what I needed to do with my remembering was tell a little piece of my story and why I was there, and what that meant to me. And there's even a little more, but I don't want to get too deep into it. But it was so super, super helpful. And now where I am on my path for certification is, I feel like there's really nothing in between me and certification. I've talked with my assessor. She doesn't see any concerns with me moving forward with it. So I'm really just having to work on a plan of doing my certification, which will likely include doing one or more celebrations, and all of you will certainly be involved in my celebration. In fact, it occurs to me even now, one of the things I could do is share my story with you, and I may even offer that as like a like a web conference, a webinar for people who contributed and get a time to do that. So really appreciate it. It meant a lot to me. It was deeply helpful. It was the right thing at the right time. I feel like I'm on the right path, as unusual and unpredictable as my path has been. And so I'm really excited to share that with you. And yeah, look forward to more. Thank you.